ago with the concepts of UCLP, of customer empowered networks, how we are able to give some rights of management, of control of third parties to the infrastructure that they are using. So this is something that we have been working for a long time so far. Maybe at the beginning it was too fast, but now things are converging, and I think that we are in the right time so far. So we started in 2006, moving these ideas and launching the community. Then we have the use case, what we call distributed and private cloud. Here we have two use cases in one, because one of the queries what we have from the Greek people in Ireland is that we have lots of Greek nodes around. How we are able to build a virtual infrastructure that it's integrating some of these Greek nodes and maybe then creating a cloud, private cloud from this. And then we have another scenario, which is how I can create a virtual infrastructure from which I can move.
Let me talk a bit about this. What's the first thing you need to do in order to make a new network? In order to deliver a service that requires a network, you got to buy equipment. You got to buy these things, lots of them. And I don't know about you, I already have loads of these things. Now they're a bit newer than that one, I'll admit. That was on it. What the guys have built is, since the command line is there and working and actually quite feature complete, and the web services API has now been built. How do you demonstrate an API? The next step is to develop the GUI, and that's what we're embarking on now, but we need something to show. So the guys, this isn't just a series of web pages, this is a series of scripts which directly invoke the OpenNaaS API and perform the operations that we're going to describe. We're going to use these images just to show the steps as each goes along. Is that safe for me to hit next? Yeah. Great. Meanwhile, on the other side of the stage, Pao has his laptop set up with a bunch of terminal sessions, which if you want to see the action actually happening, we have logs scrolling by, a bunch of paint set up, and of course the OpenNaaS command line itself.
Sure. What I will talk about is aspects of a flexible photonic layer, of a flexible photonic network, as the basic means of providing bandwidth for NAS. So I'm mainly talking about the bandwidth aspect and a bit of management that Dave mentioned earlier. That is our view. I mean, ADFA is a transport network layer provider. This is the outline, so I will pick 3 elements.
It's an application itself, so you're basically putting a VM inside the network and make this VM take a special role. The software can take almost everything, and you can make a VM resource and a load balancer resource and let it start and stop and then deliver it to the user and make a load balancer as a service and things like this. But I think OpenNaaS should stay on the network layer because it's complicated enough and do its thing there and then integrate with other software that's already there and very good at deploying virtual